Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening if that's what time you're watching this at. Today is Sunday, November 9th, and my name is Mariah. I am with T Storm Chasers. I am going to be bringing you today's weather forecast. We're also going to be going over the snowfall from yesterday and early this morning. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so to start, I wanted to look at this report from the National Weather Service at the Sioux Falls station. This is going to be the total snowfall analysis from November 8th and November 9th, and it was released this morning at 10 a.m. And so, basically, from what I'm seeing, it looks like the majority of our largest snowfall areas started in O'Brien County. We also have, and it was 5 inches total snowfall. And then also in Minnehaha County, in like Sioux Falls and Renner. And then I think I also saw another one within McCook County. And so 5 inches is definitely a lot more than that they were expecting. So it's super interesting. But yeah, looking at the graphic, we see this dark blue area. That's where we got the majority of it. I think that was originally supposed to have been just a little bit lower and a little bit more to the east. So ended up shifting a little bit as things do. But yeah, pretty good first snowfall of the year. I mean, we had about 1.7 inches in Brookings, 2.6 in Huron, 3.2 in Mitchell, 2 in Yankton, 2.3 in Vermilion, 2.5, wow, out there getting close to the Minnesota border. That actually might definitely be in Minnesota. That was my fault. 4.1 around the Storm Lake area. Wowza. Yes, okay, that was a great snowfall, but we'll see what comes next. Let's go ahead and get into the temperature forecast. Okay, and so getting into the temperatures for today, right now we are looking at about 21 degrees in Sioux Falls, so pretty chilly. 25 in the Vermilion area, we have 25 in Pierre, 32 in Spearfish, 34 in Rapid City, so a little bit warmer on the west side of the state. We have 25 in Aberdeen, 23 in Watertown. Going into the Minnesota area, we have about 28 in Marshall, 27 in Minneapolis, 25 in Sioux City for Iowa. We got 27 in Des Moines, 28 in Omaha, and I believe this is Norfolk. Let me make sure before I start yapping. Yes, 27 in Norfolk. Looking like mostly pretty averaging around the same in this quad state-ish area between Minnesota, South Dakota, and Nebraska and Iowa. Just really between that 20 to, I'm going to give it 30 because I think that there's almost some up there. But yeah, really just dealing with that cold front after fact from the storm that we just had. It is, I think what I'm seeing, still snowing just a little bit in areas of Iowa. I believe that this is Palo County and then also Story County. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, we will take another look at that just to make sure that I'm correct on that afterwards. But yeah, we're just still dealing with that cold front. And so when we go back and look at the upcoming weather temperature forecast for the next few days, we'll see if it's changed much from yesterday. Okay, and so getting into our temperature predictions, looking at this right now, we're looking at time of right now. So when I'm filming this, it is 12 p.m. on Sunday, and looking at the 21s in Sioux Falls, 17 Central South Dakota, 30 in Spearfish, 30 in Rapid City. So I feel like this is definitely colder than what we were looking at, assuming from yesterday. So let's go ahead and press play on this one and see what the forecast is looking like. Going into Monday, it looks a little bit colder, but it does get warmer going into the rest of the week, which is still what we saw, but I don't see it getting as high as it was. I think that when we were looking at this yesterday, I did see some 70s, at least within like the western and southwestern, I'll say, parts of the state. And I'm not quite seeing that anymore. Still getting up into the 50s. But yeah, no. Not quite as high as it was. So it's looking like that cold front really did hit us and it might try to stick around. If I go all the way to the end here, we're looking at Monday, the 24th of November. And I wish I would have saved what I had yesterday to look and compare at. But see 37 in the Watertown area, 39 in Pierre, 34 in Spearfish, 33 in Rapid City, 45 in the Sioux Falls area, I think, 43 in Vermilion, 42 in Yankton. And so relatively like not that bad, especially for November. But then again, we will see. So let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, so really quick, I was going to go ahead and switch over, but I did find what I was looking for earlier in that last clip of yesterday's forecast. So this is what the prediction was as of yesterday, and it actually looks like it was colder before. And so it's pretty interesting. We will see how that plays out as time goes. Okay, so I did go ahead and confirm over here with these little icons that we have. These are just snow reports, like storm reports that just recently came out. And so they just took them a little bit longer. So you probably know this if you're already there, but they are in fact not still getting snow. The snow has definitely moved much, much farther east. And I think that it's turned into rain for them. So looking in like the Illinois area and all of that. Okay, and so lastly, I wanted to take a look at the wind chill expectations. So as of today and right now, we're looking at wind chill of about 11 degrees in Sioux Falls, 23 in Spearfish, 23 in Rapid City. We've got about 7 in Watertown, 7 in Aberdeen. Going closer in to the Iowa area, it looks like 11 in Sioux City, about 11 or 9 in the corner of Nebraska area. So that would be the northeast corner. But yeah, these are looking pretty chilly. But if we go further into the week, looking at Monday, these do get a little bit warmer. So that is nice. It goes up to about 15 in Sioux Falls. We got 22 in Spearfish. So it gets colder over there, doesn't it? Just a little bit. West River is going to start to join us with these cold fronts. And then going further into it, gets colder throughout the night, of course. Awesome. Going into Tuesday, definitely getting a bit warmer, especially for the western half of South Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota, and the eastern side of Nebraska are also facing these same temperature wind chills. Sorry that it looks like the eastern side of South Dakota is facing. Looks like on Tuesday it's going to get quite a bit warmer as far as wind chills go. Okay, well, good. It's looking like nothing is going to get too dangerous until about Sunday next week, so a week from now. It's going to start to warm up by, as far as wind chills go, by late into Tuesday, and then definitely by Thursday. So we'll be back to wearing sweatshirts throughout the rest of this week, and then we'll be back in our hoodies on Sunday next week. All right, guys, and that was all that I had for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in if you made it to the end of this video. As always, I really appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you next weekend.